We like to think we know our world, that every inch of it has been mapped, studied, and explained. But what if that wasn't true? What if, hidden beneath the soil, frozen in ice and buried under centuries, there were things that shouldn't exist? Structures older than recorded history, objects crafted with knowledge lost to time, artifacts that defy logic. Science sees them, measures them, studies them, yet they cannot explain them. These are 7 real discoveries that challenge everything we thought we knew about our past. And they're all waiting, quietly, to tell us a story we may not be ready to hear. In the deserts of Iraq, near the ancient city of Baghdad, archaeologists uncovered something utterly baffling. Clay jars about the size of a modern coffee cup, each containing a copper cylinder inside and an iron rod in the center. At first glance, they looked like simple storage vessels. But tests revealed something shocking. When filled with an acidic liquid, they produced electricity. Real electricity. No wires, no power plants, just simple materials arranged in a way that could generate energy. The jars date back to the Parthian era, nearly 2,000 years ago. Centuries before the discovery of electrical circuits, humans had somehow built a functional battery. What were they using it for? Simple electroplating, religious rituals, or something even more mysterious? Perhaps lost technology we'll never fully understand. Could it be that ancient civilizations knew more about energy than we give them credit for?
These are the mysterious ruins of Puma Punku, nearly 13,000 feet.
High in the cold, windswept plains of Bolivia lies Puma Punku, part of the Tiwanaku complex. The ruins are silent, but their stones speak volumes. Massive blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, carved with precision so perfect it stuns modern engineers. Straight edges, right angles, complex interlocking shapes, and all of it done without iron tools, cranes, or machines. Some blocks even have grooves and holes that align with uncanny accuracy. Many researchers suggest only modern laser cutting machines could replicate this. How did humans, thousands of years ago, move these stones? How did they carve them so perfectly? And why leave such a precise, almost mechanical-looking structure in a place so remote? Is this a testament to lost engineering knowledge, or something beyond our comprehension? Deep in the mountains of China, near the Himalayan border, archaeologists in the 1930s discovered a cave filled with tiny stone discs. Each disc was inscribed with strange, spiraling symbols. Scientists initially dismissed them as primitive art, but when analyzed under a microscope, the markings were found to be an unknown form of writing. And here's the truly bizarre part. The stones were carbon dated to 12,000 years ago. Local legends spoke of a mysterious people who fell from the sky, Dropa, stranded in the mountains after a crash. Could these discs be their record? The stones are small, fragile, yet undeniably deliberate. A civilization capable of writing, long before we thought humans could. Could this mean humans shared the planet with unknown visitors long before history began? Off the coast of Japan, beneath the turquoise waves of the East China Sea, lies a structure frozen in time. It stretches hundreds of meters, a submerged city of terraces, steps, and platforms carved from solid rock. At first glance, it appears natural, a strange undersea cliff, but divers notice the impossible. Right angles, perfectly flat surfaces, stair-like formations, and lines so straight they seem intentionally cut. Carbon dating suggests it could be 10,000 years old. Yet conventional history says humans at that time lived in caves. They did not build cities, underwater or on land. Was it a natural formation shaped by erosion, or a deliberate construction now drowned by rising seas? And if humans built it, who were they? And how did they create something so advanced, so enduring, before civilization as we know it existed? In Egypt, inside a tomb near the ancient necropolis of Saqqara, archaeologists found a small wooden object. It looks like a simple bird carved from sycamore wood, no more than 15 centimeters long. But its design is far from ordinary. The wings are angled precisely. The tail and body show aerodynamic sophistication. When tested, it glides through the air, much like a modern airplane. The artifact is over 2,000 years old. And yet, aviation as we know it would not exist for another 2,000 years. Was this just a toy, a ceremonial object, or a hint that the ancients understood principles of flight long before anyone believed it possible? Could humanity's history of technology be far older and stranger than we ever imagined? In northern Europe, Viking graves held blades unlike any others. The Ulfberht Swords, made between 800 and 1000 CE, are remarkable not just for their craftsmanship, but for the materials. The steel was almost pure, stronger and lighter than anything else known at the time. Modern metallurgists are still baffled.
Blacksmiths were often considered, just by nature, somewhat magic, right? To be able to take this raw material and...
Creating steel of this quality wouldn't be possible in Europe for another 1,000 years. Some swords bear inscriptions, Ulfberht, etched with precision, but the techniques were centuries ahead of their time. How did a medieval blacksmith create something that rivals modern metallurgy? Did knowledge of advanced metalworking survive and vanish without a trace? Are these swords relics of a forgotten technological golden age?
What he discovered was mind-blowing. After discovering the first T-shaped pillar buried at the site...
But then in the center of each enclosure you have two particularly big T-shaped pillars of limestone.
High on a plateau in southeastern Turkey lies the oldest known temple in the world, Göbekli Tepe. Carved into limestone more than 11,000 years ago, massive stone pillars, some weighing over 20 tons, rise in circles, covered in carvings of animals, symbols, and unknown scripts.
Göbekli Tepe, brother, if there is such a thing as an ancient conspiracy theory, it's this.
And here's the impossible part. Humans at that time were supposedly hunter-gatherers. They had no writing, no cities, no large-scale architecture, yet they built a monumental temple. The precision is staggering. The carvings are detailed. The placement of each pillar seems deliberate, almost astronomical. Who were these builders? How did they organize labor and resources at a scale we thought impossible for pre-agricultural humans? And why? Could Göbekli Tepe be a remnant of a lost civilization or evidence that history itself is incomplete? Seven discoveries, 7 enigmas, each one undeniable, yet impossible to fully explain. From batteries buried in sand to underwater cities, from gliding birds to swords sharper than steel should allow, the past whispers to us. It tells a story we only partly understand. It suggests that knowledge, technology, and human ingenuity may stretch far beyond what we've imagined. Perhaps the history we know is only a fraction of the truth. Perhaps the Earth still hides secrets that defy logic, waiting for the brave or the curious to uncover them. And the most unsettling question of all: what else is out there, untouched, undiscovered, waiting quietly for us to realize that we were wrong about everything we thought we knew?